I'd like to talk to you today about how to make sure that the rewards that you earn in this life actually accrue to your account in heaven and last for an eternity. So the idea that we see in the Bible is once a person comes to know Christ, they're saved, their sins are forgiven, and that is something that's established when a person trusts Christ. Our life is an opportunity. We live our life to please God and to take the things that He's given to us and to use them to build His kingdom, to build up others, and to honor and glorify God. And as we do those things, we are promised to receive a reward. Now, I want to look at the scriptures because it's very exciting when the scriptures really speak clearly to things that are coming. And I want you to see how God unpacks this idea of rewards coming after this life. It says I'm in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10, "By the grace God has given me, I laid a foundation as a wise builder." The Apostle Paul is speaking, and he's talking about the fact that his ministry, the foundation, the beginning of the foundation, first of all, ministry, the foundation is Jesus Christ. And as the gospel went out in the New Testament days, it went to the Jews, and then God called Paul to be an apostle to the Gentiles. The Gentiles are everyone. You have Jews and Gentiles. Anyone that's not a Jew is a Gentile. And Paul took the gospel and took it to the Gentiles, and this is the foundation that he laid. And he says, I laid a foundation as a wise builder, and someone else is building on it, but each one should build with care. So many generations have passed since Paul laid this foundation, and you actually are building on this foundation of the gospel. And Paul built on his with care, and so should we. So Paul then tells us, "For no one can lay any foundation other than the one already laid, which is Jesus Christ." When we're building and working for the kingdom of God, it's not a new foundation, it's not a new work. We're building on the foundation of Jesus Christ, on the gospel, building the kingdom of God and spreading it out to the world. It's nothing new, but it's something we get to build on. And Paul tells us, if anyone builds on this foundation now he's going to use words as metaphors for what our works look like to God. He said, if anyone builds on this foundation using gold, silver, costly stones, wood, hay, or straw, their work will be shown for what it is, because the day will bring it to light. So what he's saying is, as we minister for God, as we do things hoping to be rewarded by God, as we love God and love people, that those works are going to be represented. They're going to be evaluated as either gold, silver, costly stones, or wood, hay, and stubble. There's going to come a day when our works are going to be tested, on the day when God brings our works to judgment. He says their work will be shown for what it is, because the day will bring it to light. It will be revealed with fire. So the works that we do will go through a fire. Again, this is a metaphor. This is figurative speech. So our works, our building of the kingdom, you could be a pastor, you could be an evangelist, you could be doing a ministry like this, being online and preaching, or you could just be a volunteer in a church, ushering or doing something, teaching a class. But the things you do for God, God sees them as gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, or stubble. And He says that your work will be revealed with fire, the quality of your work, and the fire will test the quality of each person's work. Those works of ours will go through a fire. Now, what happens when gold or silver or a costly stone go through the fire? They're purified, and they last. They stand the test of the fire. But what happens when wood, hay, or straw go through a fire? They're burned up. Then there's nothing left. Listen to what Paul tells us as I continue reading. Verse 14, if what has been built, if our works survive the test of fire, the builder will receive a reward. But if it is burned up, if our works are burned up, they don't make it through the fire, the builder will suffer loss, but yet will be saved, even though only as one escaping through the flames. Let me just wrap up and explain to you what Paul is teaching us. The things that you and I do for God in this life as believers will be tested. It'll go through a fire, and the right things done for the right reasons with the right motives will pass the test of the fire and will receive a reward. But if our works are being done with the wrong motives, maybe you're sharing Christ with people because you want to be able to tell your friends that you led someone to Christ. Maybe you're giving money to be seen to works of God or to people that need it because you want to be seen by others. Maybe your prayers are to get the other people's attention and their accolades. Whatever you do, even if it's good, if it's done for the wrong reason with the wrong motives, it will not stand the test of fire. So as we live our lives for God, we want to make sure that we're doing the right things for the right reasons. This has to do with our motives, and we need to know that our works will be tested by fire, and the ones that were done for the right reason will be greatly rewarded for all eternity in heaven. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this will help you as you make sure that your rewards will last for an eternity. God bless you.